Hello, hello, good rising, back again. It is a beautiful day today. The sun is out, baby. It is gorgeous. So today, I wanted to talk about the importance of respecting and cherishing the animal kingdom. Okay, so the reason why planet Earth is different than all of the everything else in the galaxy, right? So if you go to another planet, planet with life on it, which most of them do, okay, there will be like a handful, like maybe 100, a couple hundred different species that live there. Some maybe a couple thousand, but that's about it, right? We have millions of species, right? Hundreds of thousands of just insects alone, right? So, and here's the reason why. So this is like a petri dish for all the other different species, different, right, pieces of the Galactic Federation. So, and of those, some of these species evolved from a different kind of. They've been here for much longer than we have. Obviously, they're creating us, right? They have evolved from an avian lineage, or a canine lineage, or mermaids, right? From what's that called? Is the sapien, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so these the birds and some of the birds and the insects and the wildlife that you see, a lot of times, like if one of these beings wants to deliver you a message somehow, they will come in the form of one of these of the same kind of animal, right? So I feel like they're also a way for these beings to incarnate here, you know what I mean? If not for just a short time, you know what I'm saying? So obviously a wolfen being can inhabit any kind of a canine, right? Which, think about it, it's man's best friend. Everyone's got a dog. Like that's a lot of people came from that or are connected to that lineage, right? I don't know if you guys have seen the Golden Compass, right? The Golden Compass, they have a very interesting aspect. It's really a telltale thing, man. Like between talking about the dust and how everyone's got a demon, and that their demon shapeshifts, you know what I mean, until it settles into something else. And that demon is an animal, right? And that animal is, it reflects the aspects of that guy or girl or whoever, right? So much in the same way, I think that's what's happening now, or how it's always been, right? But it's so important to respect this life, because you really don't know. Like, there are insectoid species that are millions of years beyond us. You know what I mean? The ant people of the west, of the southwest. You got mantis beings, which are so high vibrational and so powerful. Just standing in their presence, right, will make you feel good. You know, bring tears to your eyes, type thing. So they're light years beyond us, and then they have a vested interest here on Earth, right? So if you think about it, think about it in that aspect, right? If all of these are sentient alien life forms, then we are giants. We truly are. So at any rate, it's super important to respect all nature. Like, I've got to the point where I won't even kill a bug. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I can't do it. even if it is a spy, I'm not gonna take the chance of just wantonly taking life, So, yeah, always respect nature, man. God, it is gorgeous out here today. I'm so grateful for that. So, to kind of like dovetail into that, right? You can see these animalistic aspects in ancient Egypt, right? So in Egypt or Kemet, the idea was that they were human bodies with animal heads, right? Well, I think that these are like, as a culminative, these are like aspects of everyone's everything, right? But at the same time, I think that they all, like, there was like that's what they meant by you can be anything you want, I think the DNA, like, I think Ra was an avian, a blue avian. They had different representations, but they still manifested in the physical form where they could shapeshift into these things. And I think that's what I'm getting at, is that yes, it's the head of an ibis, but maybe that was, being able to shapeshift or view through a bird was, perhaps Horus's, that was one of his gifts, right? So, but in humanity, right now, okay, so I don't know, no one's talking about it, but I noticed it immediately, and I went through a lot of stuff, man. Like, my house was full of reptilians, and they were torturous and mean, and I didn't understand it, and like they were everywhere. I couldn't get it. I didn't understand, and I could see the people around me slowly changing and being taken over. And I don't. Have you guys noticed like how your teeth have started to grow, like, and gotten sharper? Like, I had a chip in my tooth, a very small one right here, and it's gone. Like, it filled back in. I got all these that fit just so. They were never that sharp, and you can look at the tips of them, you can see how they've grown. And other people I've seen that I used to see, and because I'd spend every day with them, so I would notice it. You'd think that like you wouldn't be able to notice that gradual change, but I'm like, your grill's all messed up, man. What's up with your fangs? And sometimes I'll see like people glitch and stuff like that. So, I think that there is the reptilian presence. Just know that there's a switch in our brains, right? And what it is, it was put there, right? So what it is it's a projection switch. So what you can do is you can literally, in your mind, you hold into your mind what you want them to see, right? An identity, right? Anything, right? And they could be walking around amongst you and you would have no idea. You could touch them or whatever. That's the thing. Like, all your senses can be hijacked. You could be dealing with an alien species and have no idea. No idea. The only way you're going to know is through your intuition, or your third eye. And so, and the problem is that if you say something about it, people are afraid to say things about it for fear of looking, for fear of being wrong. Two, for fear of, I don't know, like looking bad or being embarrassed or whatever. Who cares? I think it is more embarrassing to sit here and talk about the same daily nonsense, just total, just dumb, mundane, just consuming trash from the television. That is more embarrassing than talking about the fact that we are so very much more than what we are, Anyways, that's it for now, but I'll be back.